Welcome to the LBS Financial Credit Union Pyramid as Long Beach State women's basketball takes on the Hope International Royals. I'm Bruce Kuntz alongside Alex Prado, and you are listening to 22 West Radio, broadcasting live at 88.1 FM KKJZ HD3 Long Beach. The Beach are looking for their first win of the season tonight before the calendar turns to 2026. Amy Wright's squad enters at 0-11. They have not gotten off the ground yet. The Beach have had a week off to try and reset since their last game, which was a 19-point home loss to Toledo. This is their final non-conference game of the season for Amy Wright's squad. It will be all Big West Conference play after tonight, starting with a trip to Cal Poly on January 3rd. Sophomore guard Jacoya Jones-Brown continues to stand out despite the Beach's overall struggles, averaging 17 points and 6 rebounds per game. Hope International is an NAIA school competing in the Great Southwest Athletic Conference. They enter tonight at 8-3 overall this season. Fourth-year head coach Jessica Case had her squad face off with Cal State Fullerton in an exhibition game back in November. The Titans took that one 81-51. Because the Royals aren't an NCAA Division I school, this game will not count for or against them, but it will count on Long Beach State's overall record. Alex's Royals squad plays an aggressive brand of defense and can force a bunch of turnovers.
Yeah, Bruce, Hope International has a tendency of getting hot early. In their last game against Cal Maritime, HIU led the first quarter 25-14 and then extended that lead 41-18 before the second half. So if Long Beach wants to put up a good fight today, they need to set the tone early and match the fast pace of the Royals. Long Beach also needs to focus on minimizing turnovers. In their previous game, they racked up 17 turnovers that produced 17 points for the opponent. The Beach ended up losing by 21. So eliminating these turnovers makes for a much closer game. And like you said, Bruce, Jacoya Jones-Brown is leading the Beach in every category except three-pointers made, averaging 17 points a game. Meanwhile, the Royals will be playing through their two stars, Nicole Chuang and Amira Austin, both averaging 13. So, Bruce, let's see who comes out on top after 40 minutes of play here in the Pyramid.
Take it through the starting lineups as both teams are about to head out onto the floor. For Long Beach State, 3 guards in the starting lineup. Christy Reynoso, Kylie Pepe, and Jacoya Jones-Brown are the backcourt. Kenan Ka and Judith Oliva Fernandez, the 2 forwards for Long Beach State. For Hope International, they've got Andrea Javier, Angelina De Leon, and Nicole Chuang as 3 guards in the starting lineup. 2 forwards, Natalie Acuna and Amira Austin. Amira Austin, a player to watch for the Royals tonight, averaging 9.4 rebounds per game, easily leading the way, also 1.2 blocks per game. So she's an imposing presence in the front court for Hope International. Long Beach State were in their regular home white uniforms, white tops, white bottoms with a black piping down the side of the jersey. Long Beach State across the front. Hope International in all navy blue, baby blue trim down the side of the shorts. Just about ready for tip-off. Long Beach State looking for their first win of the season, coming in at 0-11, playing an NAIA school. Good chance here for the Beach to get in the win column. Judith Oliva Fernandez wins the tip-off. Jacoya Jones-Brown gives to Oliva Fernandez on the right wing. One dribble and a handoff to Christy Reynoso. She's getting doubled up near the half-court line, dribbles all the way across, and then a foul gets called. A block goes against Natalie Acuna just on the Long Beach State center court logo.
Interesting, Hope International already double-teaming Christy Reynoso beyond the three-point arc. It's going to be an interesting game, seeing how they double them right off the clock.
Inbound goes to Kenan Ka in the left corner, right back to Jones-Brown on the left wing. One dribble from Brown. Now she swings over to Pepe as she went to the ground. Pass goes into the post for Reynoso. Bounce into the key, gets picked off. So it's an early turnover for Christy Reynoso. Try to go back to Pepe, but the steal goes to Angelina De Leon. Running the point is Dre Javier. She gets a screen up at the top, moves to the right wing, now passes across for Chuang. She pulls the triple. It's no good off the back iron. Pepe tracks down a long rebound for Long Beach State. Just about 30 seconds in. Still no score. Christy Reynoso dribbling, giving to Kylie Pepe on the right wing. She steps through, now dishes off on the block to Kenan Ka. Her layup, no good. Went up through a lot of contact there. Good defense from De Leon. Hope International back on offense. Pass to De Leon. She swings to the corner. Here's a triple from Acuna. No good. Barely kissed the front of the rim. Jacoya Jones-Brown controls it for Long Beach State. Dribbles across the half-court stripe. Gives to Oliva Fernandez. Here's a triple for Judy Oliva Fernandez. No good. Off the right side of the rim, and the rebound goes to De Leon. Hope International back on the offensive end. Chuang gives over to Javier. She dribbles into the key. Now kicks to the corner. Another 3 for Acuna. Too strong this time. Another rebound goes to Jacoya Jones-Brown. Now a long outlet up to Kenan Ka. Her layup no good. Had some space there in transition, but couldn't knock down the shot. Minute and a half in, still no score. Nicole Chuang dribbles on the left wing. Passes to Natalie Acuna in the left corner, then goes back to Chuang and swung over to Dre Javier. Javier gives to Acuna, who moved up to the wing. She gives over to Chuang. Now pass goes to the top for De Leon, swinging along the wing. Here's a pass into the right block. Amira Austin back to the basket, gets rejected. Tried to go up for a left hook, and Judy Oliva Fernandez sends it back. Beach on offense. Christy Reynoso on the left wing. Gives to Oliva Fernandez. Moves to the free throw line. Tried to go into the post. It gets poked out of bounds, though. First stoppage in a while. 8 minutes, 5 seconds to go in the first quarter. Still no score, and the ball stays with Long Beach State from the sideline.
A lot of transition ball being played from both sides right now. Not too much organization. Long Beach needs to set up some plays over here on the other half of the court.
Haley Wright's checking in for the first time tonight. Judy Oliva Fernandez heads to the bench after her big block on the defensive end. Right inbounds to Jacoya Jones-Brown, swung over to Kenan Kaw on the left wing. Christy Reynoso clears out of the paint. Now Pepe gets it in the high post. On the elbow, now goes back to the basket. Spoon move, shot off the glass, no good. Tipped around down there, and eventually the rebound is controlled by Hope International. Royals dribble it across in the corner. Here's De Leon driving baseline, spun onto the block, but then passes back out to the wing. Trey Javier on the right wing. Pump fake now goes into the post for Amira Austin. She swings all the way across. Here's a three from Nicole Chwang. She knocks it down. Hope International breaks the scoreless drought to start the game. A triple for Nicole Chwang. 3-0 Royals. Christy Reynoso with the ball for Long Beach State. Haley Wright sets her a screen on the left side. Reynoso dribbles just inside the three-point line, then dishes to Wright. Now pass onto the right block for Kenan Kaw. Goes back to the basket. Spin move. Goes off the glass and in. Kenan Kaw has got the Beach on the board with their first 2 points.
Kenan Kaw using her body down low, trying to get that mismatch up and over off the glass.
Trey Javier hands off to Acuna along the wing. Gets a screen from Austin. Now Acuna dishes out to De Leon. Dribbles onto the free throw line, then passes back out. Here's Javier. Goes into the post again. Pass got tipped, though. Goes right into the legs of Kylie Pepe, but then deflects out of bounds off of Amira Austin. So it'll stay on the baseline with Hope International.
A lot of perimeter activity from Hope International so far. Already taking a few threes straight out the gate. Long Beach doing a good job defending the perimeter so far.
This Hope International team, a 29% three-point shooting squad. Here's a layup from Natalie Acuna right off the inbound. She drove in but couldn't knock it down. Haley Wright with the rebound, dribbles across herself, then passes to Kylie Pepe. Now down low, it goes towards Jacoya Jones-Brown, but got poked out again. And good active hands from Angelina De Leon. Beach keep it from the sideline, and now back into the game is Judy Oliva Fernandez. Kylie Pepe heads off.
I've noticed Jacoya Jones-Brown is playing a lot off ball right now. Christy Reynoso is mostly on the ball. I think that's why Hope International is starting to double team Christy Reynoso, trying to get her uncomfortable on the ball.
Jacoya Jones-Brown will inbound from the sideline, standing right in the right corner. She gets it to Kenan Kaw. Short corner, Kenan Kaw now passes up to the top for Christy Reynoso. She pulls a long three, no good, off the left side of the rim. Amira Austin tracks down the board. Royals back on the attack as they lead 3-2. Just about 4 minutes in. There's a pass to Chung up at the top. Now step back, here's a three from Chwang, and she knocks it down. Nicole Chwang with all 6 points so far for Hope International. It's a 6-2 Royals lead. Christy Reynoso gives to Kenan Kaw on the right wing. Kaw now gets a screen from Oliva Fernandez and dishes off to Haley Wright. Wright, couple dribbles, tried to hand off to Oliva Fernandez, lost it for a second, but then she tracks it down. Almost a turnover there, but the Beach still with it. 10 on the shot clock. Oliva Fernandez hands off to Christy Reynoso. Dribbles over to the left elbow. Now gives a bounce pass to Jacoya Jones-Brown. Here's a hook shot. It's up and in. Jacoya Jones-Brown has her first 2 points of the game. It's 6-4 Royals.
Working down low there, seeing the sky hook would go over.
Trey Javier takes it across for the Royals to the high post. She passes to Austin. Amira Austin looks for a pass. Now finally dishes off to Aaliyah Gonzalez. Gonzalez gets a screen, now lost the ball along the baseline. It's a steal for Jacoya Jones-Brown. Good hands to poke it loose. She takes it right across herself. Jones-Brown trying to go coast to coast, throws it up and gets a foul. It's going to be 2 shots for Jacoya Jones-Brown. Nice job there off her own steal to drive coast to coast and draw some contact.
Jacoya Jones-Brown being really aggressive down low there, as you can see so far in the game, Bruce. She had that sky hook on the last play, and this one just going straight to the bucket looking for the foul in transition.
Rosie Kopp subs in for Long Beach State. Haley Wright heads back to the bench. Kopp, the true freshman out of Australia, now into the front court. Jacoya Jones-Brown at the free throw line, hits the first one. She's an 82% free throw shooter on the year, as we've said, averaging just south of 17 points per game, 16.9 on the year. She's the Beach's leading scorer and rebounder. This time she goes 1 for 2, can't hit the second free throw. It's 6-5 Royals as they've got the ball back. Dribbling across is Dre Javier. Goes back to the basket out beyond the three-point line, then picks up her dribble on the right wing. Dishes off to Amira Austin, then gets it right back. Javier back out. Austin straight away three. It's good off the glass. The bank is open for Amira Austin. She's got a triple, and it's 9-5 Royals.
Hope International getting active beyond the arc here. They got 3 so far.
Christy Reynoso dribbles on the left wing for the Beach. Finds a caught cutting. She goes right up and gets blocked. Right out of bounds. Angelina De Leon sends it out, and it went off of a caught after the block. So the ball goes back to Hope International off a great defensive play from the guard, Angelina De Leon.
Yeah, that was a good pick and roll by Long Beach, but De Leon caught it right before the transition. She was able to get a hand up before the bucket.
We're going to hit the first media timeout. 9-5 Royals off a great defensive play. Hope International gets the ball back. So halfway through this first quarter, it's 9-5, Beach trail by 4 here on 22 West Radio. Hope International with an early 9-5 lead against Long Beach State, just about 5 minutes in to this first quarter. It's the Royals with the ball coming out of the timeout. Bruna Pukas checked in for Long Beach State. She defends at the top. Javier hands off over towards Nicole Chuang. She gives it on a bounce to the right wing for Gonzalez. Now she finds her cutter up, and then that's a good layup. Amira Austin on the back cut gets found. It's 11-5 Royals. Here's Bruna Pukas on the left wing. Kenan Kaw found her. Now she dribbles a couple times, passes over to Rosie Akot. She drives right in, steps up, but blew the layup. Here's an offensive rebound. No good on the second chance from Jacoya Jones-Brown. Now she gets her own rebound again. Pukas gets the pass back out, dishes to Oliva Fernandez. Down low, gets to Jacoya Jones-Brown. Off the glass a third time, and now it falls. Jacoya Jones-Brown with about a fourth chance bucket that time for Long Beach State on the possession. 11-7 Royals. They're back on the attack. De Leon along the wing. Now passes into the post for Austin. Got it poked loose, but Hope International keeps it. Chuang with a jab step. Now steps back to the corner. Pulls the three. No good off the front of the rim. Oliva Fernandez with the rebound for Long Beach State. She's getting tracked by De Leon. Takes it across herself. Pukas goes into the post for Kaw. Kenan Kaw back to the basket. Steps into the key. Puts it up and in. Good strong finish from Kenan Kaw. Cuts the lead down to 2.
Long Beach is very successful down low so far with Jones-Brown working in there and also other players to mention as well.
Trey Javier runs the point for Hope International, gives it on a bounce up to the top for the forward Amira Austin. She had it poked loose by Rosie Akot, but tracks it back down. Now goes back to the basket all the way into the key. Jab step and her hook, no good. Off the back iron, created some space there, but Rosie Akot now has the rebound. Gives it on a bounce over to Jacoya Jones-Brown. Beach trail by 2. Now a foul gets called off the ball. Jacoya Jones-Brown was passing up to the top, but in the post, Kenan Kaw was fighting for positioning, and a foul goes against Aaliyah Gonzalez.
See, and that's the pressure and the effect that Long Beach has being successful under the rim so far. Now there's a lot of pressure for Hope International to get more aggressive and stop the ball from coming inside the paint.
Beach to pass it in from the baseline. 7 minutes into this first quarter. Inbound goes right to Kylie Pepe on the right block. Back to the basket. Spin move. No good. Offensive rebound from Jones-Brown, and then she lost it. Dribbles over to the short corner on the left side. Goes back into the post for Pepe. Spin move. Second chance. It goes up and in. Kylie Pepe able to knock it down the second time. We're all tied at 11. Hope International now on the wrong end of a 6-0 scoring run for the Beach. Picking up her dribble. Natalie Acuna gives up to the top. Here's De Leon driving right in. No good, but a foul. It's going to be 2 shots for Angelina De Leon. She drove in, and the foul goes against Judy Oliva Fernandez. So here's 2 shots for Angelina De Leon. The junior has hit all the free throws she's taken so far this year, 100% from the line.
A good alley to the rim by De Leon. She got 2 bodies over there in Oliva Fernandez. And also Pepe closing out right at the rim.
First free throw, no good. She had been 4 for 4, so now 4 for 5 on the season. Second one up and no good, so she goes 0 for 2 on this trip to the line. It stays a tie game at 11 apiece. Brennan Pukas takes the ball across for Long Beach State. Jacoya Jones-Brown comes up to the high post, gets a pass from Oliva Fernandez. Just inside the stripe, she finds Oliva Fernandez cutting, but the up and under layup doesn't fall. Oliva Fernandez put it right underneath the rim. Hope International with the ball again. Acuna dribbles across, dishes off. Here's a triple, no good off the back iron, and then a foul gets called. Goes against Hope International. Jamelia Coleman gets called on the glass for a push-off against Jacoya Jones-Brown. Ball goes back to Long Beach State.
Hope International 3 for 7 from beyond the arc. It's going to be a lot of 3-pointers for them.
Brenda Pukas takes the ball across for Long Beach State, picks up her dribble and goes into the high post for Kylie Pepe. Jab step now finds Kenan Kaw back cutting, back out to the wing. Oliva Fernandez gets called for a travel. Thought about taking the 3, but as she put the ball in the hardwood to try and drive it into the key, had her feet move too early. Oliva Fernandez will immediately sub out. Morgan Mack comes off the bench. As soon as the turnover was called, Amy Wright turned to the bench and told Mack to come on in. 11-11, 8 minutes into this first quarter. Hope International with the ball again. Amelia Coleman gives over to De Leon. De Leon now swings to Gonzalez. She dribbles in but kicks out to the wing. Hope International now passes over to Gonzalez. Gonzalez behind the back, crossover against Pepe. Now gets it poked loose. It's a steal for Brenna Pukas. She goes all the way to the ground and is able to get the pass away to Morgan Mack. Now the Beach get out to run. Morgan Mack fumbled it momentarily but gets the ball back. She swings over to Kenan Kaw on the right wing. Kaw now goes into the post. High ball for Jacoya Jones-Brown. She goes up to get it and then lays it in. The Beach have their first lead of the night at 13-11.
That's great defense from Long Beach going man-to-man.
Here's quickly Gonzalez on the other end. She knocks down a 3. Aaliyah Gonzalez was by herself as Hope International set up their possession. Now the Beach go quickly on the other end. Morgan Mack lays it up and in. Trading the lead back and forth as neither team gets back on defense. It's 15-14 Long Beach State. Natalie Acuna dribbles up at the top, dishes off to De Leon. She drives and kicks to the left wing. Here's another 3, no good off the back iron. Ball goes through Brenna Pukas' legs and a long rebound comes out to Gonzalez. Second chance for Hope International. Here's a triple from Coleman, no good off the back iron, high in the air. Comes down to Jacoya Jones-Brown. She gets out quickly again. The Beach playing with pace. Jacoya Jones-Brown dishes off to Pepe in the paint. Pepe steps through, lays it up, but can't finish. Fighting for the ball along the baseline, and now it goes out of bounds off of Pepe. She had plenty of space there on the layup as she stepped into the key, but just couldn't knock it down. 15-14 Beach, and the ball goes back to the Royals.
Pepe rushed it just a little bit. She had more time than she thought she did, but ultimately the size difference down there is going to work in her favor throughout this game, Bruce.
Jada Long dribbles for Hope International. Now she gives it on a bounce to Amira Austin. Austin now up to the top for Coleman. Coleman crosses over, Gets it poked loose by Mack. Good active defense there, but she keeps it. Pass goes over to Long. 10 to shoot, screen for Long. Now she tries to give it back to Amira, tracks it down. Pass goes over to Chuang. Her three, no good off the front of the rim. And now along the baseline, Hope International lost it on the rebound. Ball goes back to Long Beach State, 10.1 seconds on the clock. Inbound goes to Jacoya Jones-Brown. Beach have to move quickly here to get a shot away. 6 seconds, Jones-Brown up at the top, gets a screen from Pepe. Moves over towards the right corner, drives baseline, kicks to the corner. Pukas pulls the three at the buzzer, no good. Goes off the front of the rim. Pukas got that one away before the buzzer, but can't knock it down. We're gonna head to the second quarter. Long Beach State ahead 15-14 over Hope International.
This is the exact aggression that I was talking about before the game, Bruce. We know that Hope International likes to come out strong immediately when the horn goes off, but Long Beach has been keeping up with them so far as the transitions and the defense on the perimeter. Hope International is 4 for 11. They started out hot, 3 for 6 beyond the arc, but now 4 for 11. So Long Beach State playing good perimeter defense.
Hope International will continue to let those threes fly. For now, it's Long Beach State ahead 15-14 as we head to the second quarter here on 22 West Radio. Second quarter getting underway between Long Beach State and Hope International. It's 15-14, Beach ahead by 1 as they look for their first win of the year. Hope International with the ball coming out of the timeout. Inbound goes into the backcourt for Nicole Chuang. She tracks it down to Acuna on the right wing. Acuna pump faking a couple times, defended by Jacoya Jones-Brown. Now goes into the post for Austin. Back to the basket. She spins once, pump fakes, goes off the glass, no good. Tips it around in the key, but the rebound comes away for Brenna Pukas. Pukas pushes the pace, gives off to Kenan Kaw at the top for Long Beach State. Now Kaw slows it down. Morgan Mack clears out to the corner. Kaw up top, gives it on a bounce to the high post for Jones-Brown. Screen from Oliva Fernandez. Jones-Brown moves to the right corner. Now flips a pass up to the top for Mack. Judy Oliva Fernandez goes to the corner. Kaw drives, now kicks out. Wide open three for Oliva Fernandez, and she knocks it down. 22% three-point shooter on the year, but she hits this one. It's 18-14 now. Long Beach with their largest lead of the night.
Yeah, and that's a result of Long Beach playing good inside the paint. Now you're going to have perimeter shooters that are going to be open throughout the game.
Jamelia Coleman passes over to Long, swung to Acuna, now into the post. Austin swings up to the top. Here's a triple, way too strong. No good there from Coleman. Went off the glass. Might have barely kissed the rim. Beach ahead by 4. Leva Fernandez at the top. Pukas clears out. Pass goes over to Jacoya Jones-Brown. Cobb back cut, but she doesn't have space. Instead goes back to the basket. Now gets the pass into the post. Here's a shot from Cobb. No good. From just outside of the key. Can't knock down the jumper. Coleman takes it across herself. Hands off to Austin. Now swung up to the top. Crossing over is Chuang. Going to work on Leva Fernandez. Back to the basket. Spin move. Pump fake. Gets her off the ground. Then she flips it up and in. Good finish from Chuang. She's already got 8. Back to a 2-point lead for the Beach.
Yeah, Chuang plays best when she goes one-on-one, especially with the size difference there. She knows that she's quicker than her opponent. That's how she's able to get to the bucket.
Leva Fernandez with a jab step. Now gives out to Pukas. Pukas drives right in. Flips it up with the right hand and gets it in off the glass. Attacking from the left wing. Brenna Pukas able to finish. It's her first 2 points for the true freshman. 20-16 Beach. Chuang on the right wing. Dishes over to Coleman. And they swing it along the wing. Long now looks into the post, gives to Austin. Austin dribbles over, passes to the right corner for Acuna, and she knocks down the 3. Natalie Acuna has hit a couple here.
Acuna shooting 30% from 3 this season.
19 points for Hope International now. 20-19 lead for the Beach. Pukas up top for Morgan Mack. Mack takes the mid-range jumper and knocks it down. Amy Wright wasn't happy with the shot selection, but Morgan Mack hits the shot anyway. 22-16, Beach ahead by 3. Acuna picks up her dribble on the right wing. Needs to find a pass. Now gets called for a travel. Just had a brain cramp there as Acuna was pivoting around. Just moved her pivot foot. So easy call there on the turnover. 22-19, Long Beach ahead by 3, and they get the ball back.
Yeah, Jacoya Jones-Brown putting some pressure over here outside the perimeter. Just getting the offense kind of confused there. When you block the vision of the player with the ball, you can't really see where the other players are to pass. So that's a good defensive stop from Jacoya Jones-Brown.
Brenna Pukas runs the point for Long Beach State. They've had Jacoya Jones-Brown playing off the ball throughout this first half. Brenna Pukas picks up her dribble on the right wing, swings to Jones-Brown up at the top. Now just inside the three-point line, she passes back to Pukas. Screen on the right side from Leva Fernandez. Pukas moves to the free throw line, passes over to Reynoso in the left corner. Now she puts the ball on the ground, goes to Judy and Leva Fernandez. Back out to the wing. And Leva Fernandez clears out. Jones-Brown dribbles in and finishes with the left hand. Jacoya Jones-Brown with a nice floater in the key. Finished with the offhand. 24-19 Beach. Hope International with the ball again. Handoff along the wing to Chuang. She gets a screen, then pulls the 3, falling away. It barely kisses the front of the rim. Christy Reynoso with the rebound for Long Beach State. 3.5 minutes into the second quarter. Jacoya Jones-Brown hands off to Leva Fernandez. Now goes into the post for Kenan Kaw. Back to the basket. She puts it up and in off the glass. Good finish with the right hand from Kenan Kaw. And the Beach have opened their lead out to 7.
Kenan Kaw is expendable down there, but not so much as she puts it off the glass.
Long takes it across, passes to Acuna on the right wing. Pressure from Jacoya Jones-Brown out beyond the three-point line. Pass back over to Long. Now a skip pass goes to Acuna on the right wing. They swing it along to the left side. Now into the post for Austin. Austin back out. Here's a 3 from Gonzalez. No good. Offensive rebound. Acuna second chance. Gets blocked. Jacoya Jones-Brown got a piece of it before the shot could get to the rim. And Leva Fernandez with the rebound. Goes long outlet up to Kenan Kaw. She lays it up but can't finish. Pump fake got her defender off the ground. A wide open layup, but Kenan Kaw can't hit it. Other side, here's Chuang dishing off to Long. Thought about the shot from the three-point range, but instead dishes off to Acuna. Back out. This time, Long is going to take it. No good. Goes off the glass and then the rim. So a big-time miss there from Long. 26-19, Beach ahead. Chrissy Reynoso on the right wing. Tries to go down into the post for Cobb, but it gets tipped out of bounds. 3 Hope International defenders were all in the area, so the Beach, lucky that one wasn't a straight turnover.
Yeah, Long Beach is going to have to change their playing style pretty soon here. Everyone in the building knows that Long Beach is playing well inside the paint, so they got to find other ways to dish the ball down there.
The Beach with only 1 3-point made so far, only 4 of them attempted. 26-19, Beach ahead by 7. Kylie Pepe on the left wing. Jab step, now drives with the left hand. Steps right into the key, but gets blocked. Good rejection from Amira Austin, her second block already. Back in the game, Javier takes it across, dishes off to Chuang on the left wing. Now a behind-the-back pass goes to Acuna. Back to Chuang on the left wing. Jab step, pump fake. Now she drives in, puts it up, off the glass and in. Good finish again from Chuang. She's already into double figures with 10 of the Royals' 21 points.
Chuang being dangerous from the three-point line, pump fakes, and goes in. That's going to be a good
Brenna
strategy.
Puka's three on the other end, no good, goes off the front of the rim. So a quick trigger there for Pukas. Long outlet up to De Leon. She goes up through contact, and a block gets called against Brenna Pukas.
A lot of traffic down there on the transition to the bucket.
We're going to hit the media timeout. It will be 2 free throws coming out of the break for De Leon. But both teams will head to their benches. 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the first half. It's 26-21 Long Beach State here on 22 West Radio. Two free throws for Hope International coming out of the timeout. It's De Leon stepping up to the line. Still looking for her first points of the game. She's 0 for 2 from the free throw line tonight. Had one trip earlier and missed them both. First shot up and good. De Leon came into the game 4 for 4 on free throw attempts this season, but now 1 for 3 tonight as she's got her first point.
De Leon averaging 12.5 points per game this season.
Second one up and good, so De Leon makes them both this time. 26-23, Beach lead by 3. Christy Reynoso to Kaw, now over to Jacoya Jones-Brown on the left wing. Jones-Brown, couple dribbles, hands off to Pukas. Now Pukas crosses over on the left wing, gives to Pepe up at the top. Pepe pump fake, now passes to Reynoso on the right wing. Screen from Jones-Brown. Reynoso clears out, now passes to Kaw. Mid-range jumper from Kenan Kaw is good. Kenan Kaw knocks down the mid-range shot. 28-23, Beach back ahead by 5.
Kenan Kaw up to 8 points here, leading Long Beach.
Pass to the left wing for De Leon. Steps through the defender. Now goes into the post. Swung back out. Chuang pulls the 3 from the right wing. Nothing but nylon for Nicole Chuang. She's got the hot hand for the Royals. Tray ball from her makes it a 2-point game. Kenan Kaw to Brennan Pukas on the left wing for the Beach. Pukas now drives into the key. Kicks out to Reynoso at the top. Reynoso hesitates and dribbles back out to the left wing. Passes off to Kenan Kaw. Pepe sets a screen on the right side. Instead, Kaw drives with the left hand and then draws a foul. It's going to be 2 shots for the junior, Kenan Ka.
Cannon Call being super aggressive this game so far down low. The last play, tries to get under it, reaches for the foul and gets it. That's some good aggression from Cannon Call.
Ka steps up to the free throw line here, 50% on the season. The Beach have struggled overall at the line. First one good this time from Ka, but the Beach entering tonight only a 65% free throw shooting team. Second one up and good. So Kenan Ka goes 2 for 2. The Beach 3 for 4 from the stripe so far tonight. 30-26, a 4-point lead for the Beach. 3.5 to play in the second quarter. Handoff on the left wing goes to Chuang. She gets a screen from Austin. Now picks up her dribble, getting doubled at the half-court stripe, but gets the pass away. Goes to the corner. Here's a triple from Gonzalez. She knocks it down. The Beach doubled up near the half-court line. Left Gonzalez open in the corner. She got the pass and then hit the shot. It's back to a 1-point lead as we hit 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. Brenna Pukas dribbles and hands off to Kylie Pepe. Now she goes over into the short corner, picks up her dribble, passes up to the top for Reynoso. Reynoso crosses over, gives to Jones Brown, back over to Pepe on the right wing. Kylie Pepe now dribbles with the left hand, goes into the key, steps through, lays it up and in with the left hand. Good burst from Kylie Pepe to get to the rim and finish. 32-29, Beach back ahead by 3.
That's a perfect stutter step from Pepe, recognizing that both defenders will get clumped up in there.
Chuang steps back. Here's her straightaway 3. No good, but a foul. Not what the Beach want to see there. Gets fouled on the 3-point jumper. And now Nicole Chuang will go to the free throw line for 3 shots with a chance to tie the game.
Chuang has been very aggressive on the 3-point line so far. Long Beach knows that she can shoot. They just need to get the ball out of her hands when she's on the perimeter.
Chuang is a first-year Royal. Transferred in from the Masters University. First shot no good, barely kissed the right side of the rim. That one left to hand without much rhythm. Chuang is an 82% free throw shooter on the year, but in her first year with Hope International, leading the team in scoring, 13.6 points per game. She hits the second free throw and gets one more. She was the 2023-2024 GSAC Freshman of the Year. And she hits the third free throw, so she goes 2 for 3 on this trip to the line. It's a 1-point lead for Long Beach State, 32-31, with 2 minutes and 24 seconds to play in the second quarter. Jacoya Jones-Brown gets a screen from Pepe, drives along the baseline, now kicks to the corner. Reynoso wide open 3, but she can't hit it. Rebound goes to Amira Austin. Outlet to Chuang. Now she passes all the way up in transition. Natalie Acuna cannot track it down, and the ball flies out of bounds. It's a quick turnover. Just a couple seconds into the shot clock there for Hope International.
Yeah, Hope International getting pressured over here down low by Long Beach. Kind of frantically playing over here on transition as it hasn't worked so far for them.
Ball bounced all the way over towards the sandbar and the gap in the wall that goes to the elevators back there, but eventually they track it down. 32-31, 2 minutes and 5 seconds to play in the first half. Christy Reynoso on the right wing. Dribbles. Oliva Fernandez working for space. Bounce pass goes to her on the right block. Here's a spin move. Throws it up with the right hand, but can't knock it down. Rebound goes to Natalie Acuna. Amy Wright frustrated. Acuna takes it right across. Passes off to Chuang on the right wing. Chuang dribbles up to the top. Now swings across for Javier. Now goes to the corner for Alexander. Back to the basket. Now here's Austin down in the paint. She puts it up with the right hand. Bounces around a couple times and can't knock it down. Jacoya Jones-Brown with the rebound for Long Beach State. Still a 1-point lead for the Beach. Jones-Brown passes to Pepe at the top. Pepe straight away 3. She pulls it. No good off the front of the rim. Had plenty of space but couldn't knock it down. Outlet goes up to Javier. Dre Javier hands off to Chuang, then sets a screen. Chuang step back. Pulls the 3 from the right wing. No good off the glass. And Jacoya Jones-Brown has a long rebound for the Beach. Outlet goes up to Kenan Ka on the right wing. Ka hesitates. Now goes back to the basket on the right block. Gets doubled. Goes out to Pepe at the top. To Reynoso. Here 3. No good. Rolled around but didn't fall. Rebound goes to Dre Javier. We're under a minute to go in the second quarter. Hope International dribbling just in front of the Long Beach State center court logo. Screen on the left side. Javier dribbles in. Euro step. Puts it up and through. Hope International has fought back into the lead 33-22. Good finish that time from Dre Javier. Kylie Pepe on the left wing. Puts the ball on the hardwood. Now gives to Judy Oliva Fernandez. She hesitated at the top. Hands off to Christy Reynoso. Reynoso right at the free throw line. Passes back out for Jones-Brown. Jones-Brown, here's a long 2. No good off the back iron. Shot clock is off. Hope International with the ball again. Looks like they'll hold for the last shot. 33-32, Royals ahead. Everybody walking around as Hope International dribbles the ball just in front of the center court logo. Trey Javier letting the time come off the clock. 10 seconds now, gets a screen on the left side. Javier dishes over to the wing. Acuna pulls the three. No good, too strong. Pepe rebound for Long Beach State. Now with 2 seconds, she holds it, and the clock will expire without a shot for Long Beach State. 33-32, the NAIA Hope International Royals have a lead over Long Beach State heading into halftime.
Yeah, Long Beach State definitely slowed down with Hope International as well. They are matching the pace of the other team, but ultimately it's backfiring on both. In the transition is where they were succeeding the most, but so far, Bruce, they've slowed down a lot, and they need to get organized before the second half.
A 2-minute and 45-second scoring drought for Long Beach State heads them into the break. 1 for 8 from three-point range for the Beach so far. 33-32, Hope International ahead by 1. We'll be back in about 14 minutes for the second half as Long Beach State looks at their first win of the season. Stay with us here on 22 West Radio. Second half getting underway between Long Beach State and Hope International. The Royals, an NAIA school, coming in here to the Pyramid, but they've got a 33-32 lead to enter the third quarter. Long Beach State made a sub. Tyra Samuel Afalabi is into the game for the first time tonight to open this third quarter. Christy Reynoso handling the balls. Long Beach State gets the first possession of the second half. Bounce pass goes to Jacoya Jones-Brown on the right wing. Tyra Samuel Afalabi comes to the top to get it. Now drives over towards the right block. Puts the shot up. No good off the right side of the rim. Offensive rebound, though, for Kenan Kaw. She tries to find a cutter, but a foul gets called. It was going to go for a steal for Amira Austin, but the whistle blows and it'll stay with Long Beach State as Jacoya Jones-Brown was driving. De Leon gets called for a push. Long Beach will pass it in from the baseline.
Kenan Kaw with that offensive rebound. Doing a little bit of everything today, Bruce.
Beach trail by 1. Jones-Brown inbounding from the baseline. Finds Morgan Mack on the right block. Back to the basket. Mack steps through. Puts it up. No good. Barely kissed the front of the rim. Another offensive rebound for Kaw. Finds Jones-Brown. She can't hit the shot. Kaw had it momentarily, and then a foul gets called. It's going to stay with Long Beach State again. Kenan Kaw this time draws the foul instead of getting the rebound. So Kenan Kaw doing a great job on the offensive glass. Long Beach will get a fourth chance on the opening possession.
Kenan Kaw the absolute anchor for today's game so far. She's got 8 points.
Kaw throws it up for Jones-Brown. She high points the pass, then lays it up. No good off the glass. And finally, Hope International able to corral a rebound. Outlet goes up to Nicole Chewang. Chewang hesitates, drives into the key, puts up a floater, fading away, and she knocks it down. Chewang has had a great game so far. She's up to 17 points, and the Beach trail by 3. Kenan Kaw on the right wing. One dribble with the left hand. Now goes to Reynoso. One dribble, and it goes to Morgan Mack. Morgan Mack drives into the key. Pump fake. Goes up and gets rejected along the baseline. She keeps it in bounds. Kaw passes back. Wide open 3 for Jones-Brown. No good. Ball along the baseline. Morgan Mack has another offensive rebound. Here's a pass to Mack. She pulls the 3. No good off the front of the rim. It's tipped around in the key again. And finally, Natalie Acuna has the ball for the Royals. Struggling mightily on the defensive glass so far, but the Peach have not been able to take advantage in this third quarter. Back to the basket. Here's Austin going down on Mack, but she can't hit the hook shot with the left hand. Kenan Kaw has the rebound. Outlet up to Tyra Samuel Afalabi. Samuel Afalabi crosses over, drives right in, gets rejected out of bounds. What a block. Nicole Chewang sends it right out along the baseline. The big stuff there right underneath the basket. It's 35-32 Royals, but the Beach keep possession.
Chewang also another anchor for Hope International. She's got 17, and she's 3 for 7 from 3.
Only 0.1 blocks per game this season. Chewang's a guard through and through. Now the outlet gets picked off. It's a steal for Angelina De Leon. She takes it across herself. Pass goes over to Chewang. Pump fake from the top, and now she swings. Pass goes into the paint. Back out. Here's De Leon pulling a 3 from the right wing. Almost sandwiched in with the rim. And then a foul gets called on the defensive glass. It'll go against Morgan Mack as she tried to box out the 6'1" Amira Austin.
Yeah, that's a tough matchup right there. Max 5'10". She's trying to get that defensive rebound. It's tough to not be too overly aggressive when you're trying to get a rebound.
And now an immediate inbound pass goes to Trey Javier, and she draws a foul right away. Javier was cutting, got it right underneath the basket, and then Kenan Kaw gets called for a foul. It's 2 shots from the free throw line here for Trey Javier.
On those inbound balls, Javier's trying to get the ball up and early because anyone in there in the paint is going to be taller than her.
2 points for Dre Javier so far tonight. She's 20 for 21 from the free throw line this year. Makes the first one. So 21 for 22, north of 95% on the season. Dre Javier makes them both. She's got at least 5 points in every single game this season, and she's at 4 so far tonight. Judy Oliva Fernandez subbed in. She passes to the high post for Jacoya Jones-Brown. Now she calls for a clear out. Jones-Brown drives in, kicks to the corner for Oliva Fernandez. One dribble, then she picks it up. Goes down low for Jones-Brown. She lays it up and in. Nice fight from Jacoya Jones-Brown to make some space on the right block, and then she converts the layup. Back to a 3-point lead for the Royals.
That's an easy block out for her to get that ball in transition right off the glass.
Dre Javier on the right wing gets a screen. Drives over towards the free throw line. Picks up her dribble. Back out. Here's a 3 from Austin. It goes. Rimmed around and then fell. Amira Austin can play both inside the paint and out on the wing. 40-34. Hope International ahead. Here's a drive from Kenan Ka. She can't hit the layup, bounces around a couple times, and then Dre Javier emerges with the ball. Outlet up to Natalie Acuna. Acuna drives over towards the left corner, then takes a mid-range shot and knocks it down. She immediately went to follow to get her own rebound, but the shot fell anyway. Amy Wright's going to call timeout now for Long Beach State. It's in 42-34 lead, 8-point advantage for Hope International. 7 minutes and 7 seconds to go in the third quarter.
A good pace for the Royals here. They're starting to pick it up in the second half. Austin recognizing that transition opening. You know, when you're in transition, a lot of the times the other team is trying to follow the ball instead of following the rest of the players. So she finds an open pocket on the baseline, and that's an easy jump shot for her.
Long Beach State 0-11 this season. Still looking for their first win, and tonight's a game that is an exhibition technically for Hope International because they're not an NCAA Division I school. Hope International plays in NAIA, makes it an exhibition for the Royals, but for Long Beach State, this one will count for or against their record. This definitely looked like a good chance for Long Beach State to get their first win of the season, but instead it's Hope International with an 8-point lead 3 minutes into this third quarter here on 22 West Radio. About 3 minutes into this third quarter, Long Beach State versus Hope International. Give a reminder, this is Long Beach State women's basketball on 22 West Radio, broadcasting live at 88.1 FM KKJZ HD3 Long Beach. Timeout about to break here, so we'll be back momentarily for a continuation in this third quarter. Hope International with an 8-point lead over Long Beach State. Amy Wright calls timeout to try and get the Beach back on track. It's the Beach with the ball coming out. 42-34, Hope International ahead. Judy Oliva Fernandez at the top, gives to Jacoya Jones-Brown. Jones-Brown hands off on the right wing to Brina Pukas. Now Kenan Ka comes up to set the screen on the left side. Pukas hands off to Samuel Afalabi. She drives right in, puts it up, and gets fouled. It'll be 2 shots from the free throw line for Tyra Samuel Afalabi.
Afalabi, 11 games played so far this season, so all averaging .5.
He's only a 50% free throw shooter, 1 for 2 on the year. Samuel Afalabi has played in all 11 games, but very limited minutes, 3.6 minutes per game. Did not play in the entire first half as she misses the first free throw. Has been on the floor for the first 3 minutes and 8 seconds of this third quarter. Amy Wright elected for an all-guard lineup coming out of the locker room. Juliet and Leva Fernandez back in the game now. Second shot good, so Tyra Samuel Afalabi hits 1 for 2. Beach in a full-court press now. Hope International trying to break it, and they do fairly easily. Malia Gonzalez on the right wing picks up her dribble, swings over to Dre Javier, passes along the wing Left side now goes into the post for Amira Austin. Swung all the way across. Javier pulls the three. It's an air ball. Bounces along the baseline and will go out of bounds back to Long Beach State. Dre Javier averaging 9.5 points per game, third best on the Royals, but has not made multiple three-pointers in any one game. Javier at 0 for 1 now after that miss. 7-point lead for the Royals. Jacoya Jones-Brown at the top, gives to Kenan Ka. Couple dribbles from Ka, passes to Oliva Fernandez. Jab step, now Oliva Fernandez goes to drive, but gets it poked out of bounds. Good reach from Javier, but the ball will stay with Long Beach State on the baseline.
That last stop there, Bruce, was due to the diamond press, the full court press there, if you will. That just eliminates transition, which Hope International has been playing very well so far.
Inbound goes to Ka. She passes to Samuel Afalabi. Now Pukas goes to Jones-Brown into the post. Oliva Fernandez, spin move, goes off the glass and in. Oliva Fernandez had the height advantage by just 1 inch over Amira Austin, but able to use it. Goes with the right hand off the glass and in. 5-point lead still for the Royals. Chuang gets a screen from Amira. Gets the switch onto Oliva Fernandez. Now pass into the post, gets tipped. Oliva Fernandez had the steal and then a whistle blew. It's a foul going against Hope International. Gets called in the post. Amira Austin as she was going to try and get the pass, so not sure if that will be credited as steal or not. Either way, it's a turnover for Hope International. 42-37 Royals. Samuel Afalabi hands off to Pukas. Now up to the top. Jones-Brown gets a pass. Oliva Fernandez clears out. On the right wing, Jones-Brown screen from Ka on the left side. Right at the free throw line, Jones-Brown picks up her dribble and goes back to Ka at the three-point line. Pass to Fernandez. Oliva Fernandez, couple dribbles, now tried to pass to a cutter, and it gets poked away. Amira Austin with a steal. In transition on the other end, Austin gets blocked. Judith Oliva Fernandez with a big stuff in transition. Outlet up to Samuel Afalabi, 2-on-1. Swung to the corner for Pukas. Now Pukas drives in, back out. Oliva Fernandez pulls the three and knocks it down. Judith Oliva Fernandez with 5 straight points for the Beach and a big block in that sequence. It's back to a 2-point game.
Oliva Fernandez in the right spot at the right time, seeing all the chaos going on down low, stays at the top and gets a wide open three.
Elia Gonzalez on the left wing as a defense chant breaks out in the pyramid. Amira Austin now drives onto the right block. Height advantage over Samuel Afalabi. Flips it up with the left hand and gets it to fall. Good finish from Amira Austin. Back to a 4-point lead for Hope International. Up top, Kenan Ka gives to Brennan Pukas. Brennan Pukas now back to Ka in the left corner. Ka is going to pull the three. No good, but a long rebound out to Cyril Samuel Afalabi in the right corner. Another chance for the Beach. Oliva Fernandez pulls the three. No good. Off the back iron. Ball tips around. Jones-Brown has it. She flips it up and in off the glass. A second offensive rebound in the possession. Jacoya Jones-Brown gets the shot to go. It's a 2-point game. Royals ahead 44-42. Quick shot on the other end. Acuna lost it along the baseline, and it goes out of bounds. I believe Brenna Pukas might have gotten a block there before it went off of Acuna and then out. So the Beach starting to find their rhythm here. They've got it back to a 2-point game, and it'll be Beach ball coming out of the media timeout.
The tides are definitely turning here, Bruce. 2-point game, 42-44. Kenan Ka and Jacoya Jones-Brown over there in the paint getting the work done.
It's Judith Oliva Fernandez who has swung the momentum in the building, has 5 points in the last few minutes along with a big block. Oliva Fernandez gets the crowd involved, and now Long Beach State has some energy going into the media timeout. It's 44-42 Hope International here on 22 West Radio. 44-42, Royals ahead by a pair. Long Beach State fighting back here in the third quarter. They've got the ball with a chance to come down and either tie or take the lead on this possession. Christy Reynoso inbounds to Jacoya Jones-Brown. 4 minutes and 10 seconds to go in this third quarter. Jones-Brown passes to Haley Wright. Haley Wright getting doubled back to Jones-Brown. Now goes down low for Kenan Kaw. One dribble. Kaw goes up and gets blocked. Gets her own rebound. Back out to the wing. They swing to the corner. Reynoso pulls the three and knocks it down. Christy Reynoso, nicknamed Trey-Noso, has the triple and puts the Beach ahead for the first time in the third quarter.
Christy Reynoso, 24% from three this season.
Handoff goes to Nicole Chuang. She gets a screen up top from Austin. Chuang still dribbling. Defense chance breaking out again in the pyramid. Pass to Chuang. Here's a long three from the left wing. No good off the front of the rim. De Leon, an offensive rebound. Goes to Austin. One dribble. Step through. She pulls up with the left hand and lays it up and in. Amira Austin with a good second chance bucket, and Hope International's back ahead by one. Kenan Kaw pass down low for Jones-Brown. She goes over to Oliva Fernandez. Three from the right wing. She hit it. Judith Oliva Fernandez with another triple. She's up to 11 points tonight, 8 of them here in this second half. Hope International drives right in. It's a block for Judith Oliva Fernandez. Plays on both ends as Oliva Fernandez sends the layup from Jada Long out of bounds. The ball will stay with the Royals, but the Beach have a 2-point lead, strongly thanks to Oliva Fernandez's play in this third quarter. Long inbounds it to Amira Austin. Back to the basket. She spins once, throws it up with the left hand, but the whistle blows. It's a travel against Amira Austin before she got the shot away. The Beach will get the ball back ahead by 2, and the Pyramid faithful have some energy now here in this third quarter. We eclipse 3 minutes to go in the quarter. Kenan Kaw just in front of the Long Beach logo. Dribbles once, now gives a bounce pass to Oliva Fernandez. Screen from Jones-Brown. Oliva Fernandez now goes back to the basket, throws it up with the right hand, and got it to fall. Judy Oliva Fernandez with 13 now on the night, and the Beach have a 4-point lead. Up top, Chuang passes over to De Leon on the right wing. Dribbles over to the free throw line. Dishes off to Long. Long crossover. Back to Chuang. Jab step. Chuang goes to work on Kenan Kaw. Steps back. Long two. No good. Rattles around but doesn't fall. Rebound goes to Jacoya Jones-Brown. She dribbles right across. Passes over to Haley Wright. Now to Christy Reynoso. Reynoso on the left wing. Now passes to Kenan Kaw at the top. Pass goes into the post on the right block for Jones-Brown. She swings all the way to the corner. Haley Wright's triple, no good. Offensive rebound for Jones-Brown. Second chance, up and through. Jacoya Jones-Brown with a second chance bucket. The Beach are ahead by 6.
JJB grabbing it quick and putting it up even quicker.
And now a timeout will be called by Hope International. Jessica Case has seen the Royal lead evaporate. The Beach now have jumped ahead by 6. A 12-2 run over the last 2 minutes and 25 seconds. The Beach have scored the last 7 points on the floor, and it's a 6-point lead for Long Beach State heading into the timeout.
Oliva Fernandez 5 for 9 on the field goals here. 3 for 5 from beyond the arc. She's been the anchor so far, taking over the reins, Bruce.
There's a 30-second timeout, so it'll be a quick one. Judy Oliva Fernandez with 10 points here in this third quarter. 4 for 5 from the field. She's got 2 assists and 2 blocks to go along with those points here in the third quarter. It's been Judy Oliva Fernandez that began the quarter on the bench, but subbed in pretty quickly, and she has turned things around for Long Beach State here in the second half. The Beach trailed by 1 heading into the halftime break. Hope International opened up their lead all the way to 8 early on in this third quarter, but now the Beach have fought back into a 6-point advantage. Inbound pass goes to Dre Javier. Royals up at the top. Javier passes to Chuang. Chuang steps back, pulls a 3 from the left wing. No good. That one was off from the moment it left the hand. Offensive rebound, though, from Gonzalez. She goes up, but couldn't finish it. Had some space in the paint, but alligator armed the layup. Jacoya Jones-Brown had the rebound, takes it across herself. Hands off to Kenan Kaw. Pass into the paint. Back to the basket, Haley Wright goes up with the right hand. No good, off the glass. She's fighting for the offensive rebound, and she has it. Wright goes up a second time. Can't get it to fall, but she gets the foul. The Beach benches into it as Haley Wright has a couple of shots. Now she's going to go to the free throw line for 2.
Haley Wright, super aggressive down there low. Seeing the little mismatch there, trying to get the ball up and over the rim. Ultimately caused a foul. Now she's going to get 2 shots.
Haley Wright is the only listed center on either of these two teams. Stands 6'3", She's played in 10 of the 11 games for Long Beach State this year, only 9.4 minutes per game. Haley Wright's first free throw up and good. She's got her first points so far tonight. It's her first trip to the free throw line. Second shot up, and it rims around but doesn't fall. Hung on the rim for a moment there before rimming out. 53-46, a 7-point lead for Long Beach State. Javier runs the point, dishes off to De Leon. She drives right into the key, kicks to the corner. Now Coleman steps back to the left wing, pulls the three, no good off the back iron. Good defense from Haley Wright to provide some pressure. Christy Reynoso with a long rebound for the Beach. She crosses over across the timeline, gives off to Kenan Kaw on the left wing. Kaw goes to Oliva Fernandez, sets the screen. Oliva Fernandez back to Jacoya Jones-Brown. She lays it up and in with the left hand. Poetry in motion that time for Long Beach State. A couple moving passes. Jones-Brown took it in stride and laid it right up and in. A 9-point lead for Long Beach State. 45 seconds to go in the third quarter. Screen up at the top. Javier dribbles around it. Now jump stop on the left block. Goes right up on top of Haley Wright and got it to fall. A big height disadvantage. The 5'4" Dre Javier finishes right over the top of Haley Wright. 55-48, still a 7-point lead for the Beach. Christy Reynoso standing on the Long Beach State logo. About a 7-second difference between the shot and game clocks. Reynoso dribbles over to the right wing. Now looks for a pass. Gets it on a bounce to Oliva Fernandez. She goes right up. It gets blocked by De Leon. Gets her own rebound, but then lost it. De Leon comes away with the ball. 10 seconds left. Javier takes it across, gives off to De Leon. Right back to Dre Javier. 5 seconds. Javier jab step. Now drives into the key. Throws it up with the right hand. Doesn't get it to fall, but she gets the foul. It's going to be 2 shots from the free throw line for the 95% free throw shooter, Dre Javier.
Javier getting the foul instead of settling for a three-pointer or an off midpoint shot there. Good decision.
Even 2 seconds on the clock in this third quarter. Javier's first free throw is good. She's got 7 points so far tonight, 3 for 3 from the stripe. Second one rims out. So she goes 1 for 2 on this trip to the line, and then the buzzer sounds after the rebound from Oliva Fernandez. 55-49, the Beach ahead by 6 as they rally back in the third quarter. They'll take a lead into the fourth. The Beach 10 minutes away from their first win of the season. We'll be right back here on 22 West Radio. Long Beach State with a 6-point lead over Hope International, 1 quarter away from the Beach securing their first win of the season. And a big part of that, Alex, has been the Beach's ability to limit turnovers so far today. Only 5 turnovers for Long Beach State through 3 quarters, and that's a far cry from the Beach's average of 19 turnovers per game this season. It's especially surprising given the fact Hope International has been such a great team this season at forcing turnovers from their opponent. 19 turnovers from Hope International's opponents per game this season.
Yeah, Bruce, and as I mentioned before the game, last game they had 17 turnovers, so, you know, it's pretty cool to see that Long Beach State has finally gotten a grip of their turnovers, only 7 so far.
Inbound pass from the sideline. De Leon gets it into Chuang. Hope International with the first possession of this 4th quarter. Now a behind the back crossover from Javier. Standing right on the right elbow. She's going to take the mid-range shot and knock it down. Good shot from Dre Javier. She's up to 9 points, and it's a 4-point lead for Long Beach State. And Leva Fernandez at the top. Pass onto the left block for Kenan Kosh. She throws it up with the right hand. No good off the front of the rim. Ball bounces along the sideline and just does get kept in by Gonzalez. Taking it right across quickly is Javier. She hands back to Chuang. 3 from the left wing. No good off the back iron. Leva Fernandez with the rebound for Long Beach State. A big miss that time. Chuang had a chance to swing some momentum. Jones-Brown passes to Oliva Fernandez at the top. Hand off to Morgan Mack. Mack gives the call. Now swung over to Reynoso on the right side. Reynoso gets a screen from Jones-Brown. She dribbles with the left hand. Bounce pass to Oliva Fernandez down low, and she lost it as she went up for the shot. Wanted to foul, but doesn't get it. On the other end, here's Javier throwing it up off the glass and in. Dre Javier with 4 points early on in this 4th quarter, and it's down to a 2-point lead for the Beach.
Yeah, and that's going to be a result of Oliva Fernandez there on that turnover. Just kind of rushing a little bit towards the paint.
Jones-Brown calls for a clear out. Gets a screen on the right side from Oliva Fernandez. Flips it back to her forward. Oliva Fernandez now drives in. Euro step. Floors it up off the glass, but can't finish. Oliva Fernandez had space there, but couldn't hit the layup. Here's Coleman on the other end. Gives it on a bounce to Gonzalez. Aaliyah Gonzalez gets a screen on the right side and then passes up to the top for Chuang. Swung over to Javier. Dre Javier going to work on Oliva Fernandez. Drives to the right block. Puts it up, but gets sent out of bounds. It's another block for Judith Oliva Fernandez. She's got 4 blocks tonight to go with 5 assists and 13 points. Judith Oliva Fernandez is going to head to the bench now, but she's played great in this second half. Haley Wright back on the floor as the big for Long Beach State. Inbound pass from the baseline. Javier gets it in, but a foul gets called before the shot gets away for Austin. Foul goes against Long Beach State, so Hope International will inbound again from the same spot on the baseline. This time it goes to the wing for De Leon. Right back to Javier, now on a bounce into the post for Austin. Back to the basket. Austin spins, throws it up with the left hand, no good. Offensive rebound, though, from De Leon. Flew all the way in, got it with one hand, reaching right over the top of Reynoso. Chuang up at the top, dribbling, lost her handle for a sec, but then picks it back up. Kicks to the corner. Gonzalez drives back to the basket. Now she lost it, but a foul gets called against Morgan Mack. The reach there with 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Now with an even 8 minutes left in the 4th quarter, Hope International keeps the ball from the baseline.
Morgan Mack did catch Javier on the baseline right there, not looking, but ultimately reached too far and got the foul.
Javier inbounding for Hope International. Gives it on a bounce to the corner for Chuang. Chuang hucks up the 3. It's an air ball, not even close. She was falling out of bounds, but let it fly. Kenan Kaw with the rebound for Long Beach State. Morgan Mack has it now, gives to Kaw. On the right wing, Kaw gets a screen on the left side from Jones-Brown. Pass to the corner. Haley Wright takes the 3 and knocks it down. Haley Wright gets the bench up off their feet as she hits the tray ball. It's 58-53. Beach out ahead by 5.
The first 3 for Haley Wright this season.
Bounce pass goes to Angelina De Leon. Now up to the top. A 3 from Austin. Bounces high off the back iron, off the rim a second time, but then doesn't fall. And a foul gets called on the offensive glass against Dre Javier.
Yeah, Javier rushed it a little bit there, tried to come down with it. Ultimately got too aggressive and caught the elbow on one of the players.
That one just about fell. The 3 from Amira Austin hit hard off the back iron, bounced way up, and came down before hitting the right side of the rim again, and then finally missing. Kenan Kaw takes it across for Long Beach State, gives to Jones-Brown on the right wing. Jacoya Jones-Brown jab steps, now drives right in. Floater with the right hand, no good, as she was falling out of bounds. A tough shot there, can't get made. Dre Javier takes it across herself, trying to go coast to coast. Goes up, off the glass, no good. Kenan Ka tips it out to Morgan Mack along the three-point line. Mack now dribbles across. She slows it down on the right wing, gives to Haley Wright, swung over to Kenan Ka. Ka now down low into the paint. Jones Brown goes up, gets rejected. Big swat from Amira Austin. Outlet goes up to Chuang. She hesitates, crosses over through the legs, drives right in, throws it up with the right hand. Hook shot off the glass, no good. Bounces out of bounds off of Amira Austin. Good stop for Long Beach State on the transition play. It's 58-53, 5-point lead for the Beach, and they get the ball back.
Chuang has gone a little bit cold over here, Bruce, in the fourth quarter here. Not too much action from her as Javier has kind of taken over as the main ball handler.
Nicole Chuang, 17 points, 6 for 17 from the field. Haley Wright up at the top for Long Beach State, looks for a pass, 6.5 to go in the fourth quarter. Handoff to Christy Reynoso. Now Wright sets a screen on the left side. Reynoso hesitates, driving along the baseline, gives it on a bounce to Morgan Mack. Mack up to the top for Wright, swung over to Ka, then she sets a screen. Ka takes the mid-range shot from the free throw line, no good. Hard off the glass and then the rim before missing. 5-point lead for the Beach. Outlet goes up to De Leon. She drives right into the key. Her layup up and through. Good shot from Angelina De Leon. Gets it back to a one-possession game. 58-55. Long Beach State ahead by 3 as we eclipse 6 minutes to go. Morgan Mack gets a screen from Haley Wright on the left side. Drives right onto the left block. Puts it up and in off the glass. Good finish from the true freshman Morgan Mack. Gets the Beach lead back out to 5. Jada Long runs the point for Hope International. Pass goes to Chuang on the left wing. Now down low, it's Austin with her back to the basket. Swung all the way across. Here's a 3 from Long. No good. Hit hard off the front of the rim, and Christy Reynoso goes in to get it. Reynoso passes to Mack in transition. Gets it right back. Now passes over to Jones Brown. She dribbles onto the right wing. Gets a screen from Ka on the left side. Jones Brown just beyond the free throw line. Now takes the mid-range shot. It rattles around but doesn't fall. Rebound for Amira Austin. 5 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. On the left side, Gonzalez pulls the 3. No good off the right side of the rim. Hope International continues to let it fly. That was their 31st three-point attempt of the night. They've only hit 8 of them. Christy Reynoso at the top, less than 5 minutes to go. Morgan Mack now gets a pass on the left wing. Swung all the way to the right corner for Haley Wright. One dribble, back up to Mack at the top. Mack jab steps, she steps back, crosses over through the legs before dishing off to Reynoso. Reynoso drives in, back to the basket, back out to the wing for Ka. Swung to the corner, Mack now with 4 to shoot. Mack crosses over and gets a foul. The reach will go against Jada Long late in the shot clock. Long bails out the Beach. They'll get another possession starting from 20 on the shot clock coming up after the media timeout.
Long Beach being very patient on that last play. Kind of worked in their favor. They're going to get the ball back, but ultimately they need to find the groove, only up by 5 points.
It's going to be a good finish here. Long Beach State looking for their first win of the season. 4:41 to go, and it's a 60-55 lead for the Beach. They'll try and close it out over Hope International coming up next on 22 West Radio. Long Beach State, 4 minutes and 41 seconds from their first win of the season. It's 60-55. Beach ahead by 5 over Hope International. Coming out of the timeout, it's Long Beach State ball from the sideline.
Something to highlight here, Bruce. Chuang in the second half has only made a bucket. Up to 17 points here. Ended the first half with 15.
2 points on 1 for 7 from the field for Nicole Chuang in the second half. High posters, Judy Oliva Fernandez with the ball. Now goes back to the basket, steps into the key, puts it up and gets blocked. The 4th block of the night for Amira Austin. She's been great in the painted area. Dre Javier takes it across, passes over to Natalie Acuna. Up at the top, De Leon gets it. One dribble, then gives off to Javier. Javier now into the post for Austin. She swings over to De Leon, driving right around Haley Wright. Layup, though, no good. Goes out of bounds along the baseline. It'll stay with Hope International. Angelina De Leon had a wide open layup there. Not only did she miss it, she missed the rim completely. Driving from the left baseline, put it off the glass and hit nothing. Deflected out of bounds off Judith Oliva Fernandez. Hope International passes in from the baseline. Here's a quick 3 from Acuna. No good, not even close. Rebound goes to Jacoya Jones-Brown. She dribbles across, hands off to Oliva Fernandez. Now to Wright. One dribble, and she gives to Brenna Pukas. Pukas off the bench tonight. Gives to Oliva Fernandez. Handoff now to Morgan Mack. On the left wing, Morgan Mack dribbles a couple times. Passes to the cutter, and it's laid up. No good from Jacoya Jones-Brown. She had a wide open opportunity, but couldn't knock it down. Jones-Brown hasn't felt like she's been in her regular scoring rhythm tonight. Here's a 3 from De Leon on the other side. No good. Off the back iron. Morgan Mack with a long rebound. Pass over to Jacoya Jones-Brown on the left wing. Still a 5-point lead for the Beach. Haley Wright at the top, swing to Morgan Mack on the right wing. Hand off to Brenna Pukas. Pukas hesitates, drives over towards the free throw line, and then passes it out of bounds. Tried to step through a couple defenders and just lost the ball. So it's a turnover for the Beach. Brenna Pukas will sub out here. Chrissy Reynoso back in. Haley Wright also heads to the bench with Kenan Kaw going back on the floor. 3 minutes and 25 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. It's 60-55 Beach.
The Beach trying to gather their wits here as we're entering 3:25 left to go.
Hope International in a 2-minute and 40-second scoring drought. They're 1 for their last 12 from the field. Been a big-time struggle, 1 for 11 from three-point range in the second half for the Royals. Pass into the post, Austin back to the basket, now swung out. Here's a 3 from Javier, no good, it rims out again. Ball tips around off the rim on the rebound before Jacoya Jones-Brown eventually comes away with it. Pass down low, Oliva Fernandez can't hit the layup. Had a wide open one again. Amy Wright, with her hands on her head on the sideline, can't believe it. It's another layup that the Beach can't knock down. Amira Austin back to the basket, half spin in the post, and then gets called for a travel. Lost her balance as she tried to back down Oliva Fernandez. So the Royals turn it over as their scoring drought has extended across 3 minutes.
Austin's had some trouble there with Oliva Fernandez guarding her. 3 turnovers for her.
The Beach in a scoring drought of their own. It's just across 3 minutes for them. Jacoya Jones-Brown hands off to Kenan Kaw at the top. Now to Judy Oliva Fernandez. One dribble and a handoff to Reynoso. Reynoso gives to Morgan Mack. Now pass to the corner. Oliva Fernandez, an open 3. She can't knock this one down, but an offensive rebound for Jacoya Jones-Brown. Almost went to the ground, and a foul gets called against Angelina De Leon. Good fight on the offensive glass from Jacoya Jones-Brown. Gets the Beach another chance on the possession. 2 minutes and 23 seconds to go in the game. Still a 60-55 lead for Long Beach State. The Beach with a 3-minute and 27-second scoring drought. Judy Oliva Fernandez gets the inbound pass. Spin along the baseline. She can't hit the shot off the glass. Rebound goes to Amira Austin. Neither team has scored in more than 3.5 minutes now. We've got 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Javier crosses over a couple times. Now drives over towards the left block. Jump stop. Goes up. Gets blocked. Judy Oliva Fernandez with another big rejection. Long outlet to Jones-Brown. She lays it up and in. The Beach break their scoring drought with a big bucket in transition. It's a 7-point lead for the Beach with 1 minute and 50 seconds to go. Here's a 3 from Chuang. She can't hit it, but gets a foul. Christy Reynoso called for the foul on the 3-point jump shot. It's going to be 3 free throws for Nicole Chuang.
Oliva Fernandez kind of struggling after this timeout, but kind of gets her wits back after that last bucket. And Chuang, another missed 3, but she's going to get 3 over here at the free throw line.
It's been a remarkable second half for Judith Oliva Fernandez. First free throw good for Chuang. Just in the second half alone, Oliva Fernandez with 10 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and 4 blocks. Chuang hits the second free throw. So Oliva Fernandez almost on a quadruple double pace in this second half. Third free throw up and no good, so it's a 2 for 3 trip to the line for Nicole Chuang. Second time she's gotten 3 shots on a fouled 3-point attempt tonight. 62-55, Long Beach State ahead by 5. Minute and 40 seconds to go in the game. The Beach can taste their first win of the season. Kenan Kaw on the right wing, picks up her dribble, looking for a pass, gets to Jacoya Jones-Brown, but it's tipped over towards Oliva Fernandez. She tracks it down, getting doubled, and her pass out to the wing gets picked off. It's a steal for Angelina De Leon. Trey Javier takes it across the timeline. Minute and 20 seconds to go, a 5-point deficit. Nicole Chuang up at the top, hands back to Trey Javier. Javier gets a screen on the left side, dribbles through it, pass over to De Leon. Now to the corner, a pump fake from Gonzalez. She goes down low for Austin. Her shot off the glass is good. Amira Austin hits the layup. It's a 1-possession game, 62-59 Beach. Kenan Kaw passes over to Christy Reynoso on the wing. Under a minute to go. Judy Oliva Fernandez up top. Pass into the post for Kenan Kaw. She lost it on the ground. It's rolling on the paint and coming away. Hope International has it. A steal for Aaliyah Gonzalez. Chuang takes it across. Crossover on the right wing. She steps back to the right corner. Crosses over again. Now they're going to slow it down a bit. 40 seconds to go. Pass up to the top for Dre Javier. Gets the screen on the right side from Austin. Javier tries to get a pass away. It's stolen by Oliva Fernandez. Matt comes away with it. Her layup in transition. Up and good. Amy Wright's going to call timeout with the Beach extending their lead out to 5. 64-59. The Beach lead by 5 with 29.4 to go.
The freshman, Morgan Mack, with a huge play right there. A stop and then a bucket down the lane all by herself.
Oliva Fernandez had the tip. Morgan Mack came away with it. They were getting the double team right in front of the half-court line. And Morgan Mack came away with the ball and hit the layup in transition. So relief for the Beach bench after they have not been able to convert a couple of layup opportunities in this fourth quarter. That time Morgan Mack gets it to fall. 64-59, Long Beach State 29 seconds away from converting their first win of the season.
Long Beach is going to be looking to guard the perimeter specifically for Chuang here as they're only up by 5.
Still time for Hope International to mount a comeback. The Royals have won 5 straight games coming into this one. Counts as an exhibition for them, but doesn't change anything in terms of how much it means to that bench. Inbound pass goes to Amira Austin. She swings over to Gonzalez, pulls the 3 on the left wing. No good off the front of the rim, and Morgan Mack has the rebound for the Beach. Her pass goes deflecting out of bounds. Dangerous there for Morgan Mack in the backcourt as she tried to pass to Jones-Brown. Got tipped out by Hope International. So the ball stays with Long Beach State. 22.3 to go. Hope International now in a full court press. See how quickly they'll be looking to foul. Only 3 team fouls against Hope International in this fourth quarter.
Long Beach is going to want to give it to a good free throw shooter, knowing that the Royals are most likely going to foul quickly here.
22.3 to go. Kenan Kaw, the inbounder for Long Beach State. She gets it in over towards Oliva Fernandez. An immediate foul goes against Amira Austin. Still not in the bonus yet, so the Beach will take it in from the baseline once again. 9/10 of a second clock, or came off the clock there.
Once again, looking for maybe JJB or even Christy Reynoso to send to the free throw line here. Best case scenario for the Royals, it'll be Oliva Fernandez.
Kaw inbounding again. She gets it up, and then an immediate foul. It's Jacoya Jones-Brown who got the pass, and now she'll walk down to the other side of the floor for free throws. Jacoya Jones-Brown, the best free throw shooter for the Beach, comes in at 82% on the year.
Perfect situation for Long Beach here. The best free throw shooter coming up to shoot 2 and hopefully put Long Beach up 66-59.
Jacoya Jones-Brown with 19 points tonight. Was on the Big West all-freshman team last year. Has been the leader so far this season. First free throw up and good, so Jones-Brown has got another 20-piece. 6-point lead for Long Beach State, 20 seconds to go. Jacoya Jones-Brown dribbles once. Her free throw up and good. Goes 2 for 2 on that trip to the line. And now Hope International calls timeout with the Beach lead having been extended to 7.
Great pace for Long Beach here. They matched it since the beginning of the game. Had a few ups and downs in the third quarter, but now that we're here in the fourth, they're 20 seconds away from the first win.
Long Beach 0-11 this season. Lost all 11 games that they've played. It's been a transitional year for the Beach. They lost 4 of their 5 starters from a season ago and their 6th woman. Jada Crawshaw was the player off the bench that transferred, but she still was impactful last year, 10.4 points per game. It was Savannah Tucker, Rachel Luby, Patricia Chung, and Lovely Saunier that all graduated for Long Beach State. So it's been a tough season for Amy Wright's squad to try and figure out their new identity. Now they're on the verge of their first win of the year, heading into conference play. This is the last non-conference game of the season for the Beach, so it was an important one to try and get into the win column before Big West play finishes out the season. Inbound pass goes to Dre Javier, now in the corner. Chuang, one dribble, takes a falling away three-pointer, and knocks it down. What a shot from Nicole Chuang. Beach inbounding from the baseline. Jones Brown gets it into Enleva Fernandez, and then she gets fouled right away. 13.4 to go. The big three-pointer from Chuang cut it down to a 4-point game. And now Judy Enleva Fernandez will walk down to the other side of the floor for her first free throws of the night.
Enleva Fernandez, 79% from the free throw line this season.
That was a crazy good shot from Nicole Chuang. Was falling all kinds of off balance along the left wing. Just threw up a prayer and it was nothing but net. She's hit a couple athletic shots tonight from the wing. Judith Enleva Fernandez at the line here for 2. First free throw up and no good off the back iron.
You can definitely tell with Chuang that muscle memory. She's been shooting from beyond the arc all game long.
It's a 4-point lead for the Beach. Second free throw from Enleva Fernandez. No good again. It's a 4-point lead for the Beach, and Hope International calls timeout immediately. So that's exactly what the Royals needed there in that last sequence. A three-pointer on their offensive end and then 2 missed free throws for the Beach. It's a 4-point lead for Long Beach State in even 13 seconds to go in the fourth quarter, and the Royals have the ball back.
Yeah, Long Beach isn't going to escape that easy. 4 points to go. Still a 2-possession game for Hope International. Looking for a 3 right off the inbound.
66-62. As you said, the Royals will need another three-pointer to go pretty quickly, and they'll need to foul again and hope for some more missed free throws. Playing for the Royals' advantage, Long Beach has continually struggled from the free throw line this year. Coming into today, they were only a 65% free throw shooting team, and so far in this one, they're at 58% from the stripe. So it's not a crazy thing to imagine Long Beach State missing some free throws. The Royals will try and get a three-pointer away here quickly. You have to imagine they'll be looking for Nicole Chuang again.
Yeah, definitely Nicole Chuang has been the anchor for today beyond the arc, and just in general, Bruce. Nicole Chuang has been controlling the pace of this entire game. Kind of slowed down in the second half. She only had a bucket or 2 going into the fourth quarter, but has definitely picked it up within the past few minutes here.
Long Beach will break the timeout with the 5 on the floor being Kenan Ka, Judy Enleva Fernandez, Morgan Mack, Christy Reynoso, and Jacoya Jones-Brown. 4-point lead for Long Beach State. Hope International comes out of their timeout. Dre Javier, Nicole Chuang, Alea Gonzalez, 3 of their players on the floor, joined by Jamila Coleman and Natalie Acuna. It's Alea Gonzalez inbounding from the sideline for the Royals. She looks for a pass, coming up to the top. Dre Javier gets it, takes one dribble, looking for Chuang, gets a pass to the corner instead to Gonzalez. It goes out of bounds off of Gonzalez. Judy Enleva Fernandez tipped the pass, and then it rolled off of Gonzalez's ankle and out of bounds. 8.6 to go. The turnover for the Royals gives the ball back to the Beach. Kenan Ka inbounds it to Jacoya Jones-Brown. She gets fouled with 7.1 to go on the clock. It's going to be another 2 free throws here for Jacoya Jones-Brown, pretty much with a chance to ice the game.
Great heads-up recognition from Enleva Fernandez, tipping that ball off the leg of the opponent. And now Long Beach has a chance to ice it here with number 30, JJB, at the free throw line.
The sophomore Jacoya Jones-Brown steps up and hits the first free throw. It's out to a 5-point lead with 7.1 to go in the fourth quarter. Jones-Brown will shoot a second. It's up and good. Jacoya Jones-Brown steps up and hits them both. A 6-point lead for Long Beach State with 7 seconds to go. Inbound to Natalie Acuna. She passes over to Dre Javier. Now over to Chuang. She takes a long three. It's no good off the glass, and the buzzer sounds. Long Beach State has won their first game of the season, breaking an 11-game losing streak. A 68-62 win has Long Beach State celebrating. They'll head into conference play with a win under their belt as they pick one up here in the Pyramid.
This one was not easy, Bruce. They fought to the very end, from the start of the horn to the end of it.
A hard-fought game. Hope International kept this one close. Have to give a ton of credit to the Royals competing in the NAIA. Came into the Pyramid and gave Long Beach State, a Division I school, a run for their money. But Long Beach State able to pull through and pick up their first win of the season. The Beach moved to 1-11 overall, and now they'll have some time to recuperate before they head on the road on January 3rd to play at Cal Poly.
Yeah, some great momentum going into the Big West tournament. Finally getting a win for Long Beach State and getting a win over Hope International.
Jacoya Jones-Brown leads the way for the Beach with 23 points. Once again, she is the leading scorer, 9 for 18 from the field. Jones-Brown played all 40 minutes, did not sub out a single time. She averages 36 minutes coming in on the season, top 10 in the nation in minutes per game. Another one here today that Jacoya Jones-Brown was leaned on heavily. Judith Oliva Fernandez also with a very strong performance for Long Beach State. She finishes with 13 points, 10 rebounds, a double-double for her, along with 5 blocks and 6 assists. A big-time game for Judith Oliva Fernandez. So for Long Beach State, they're able to get their first win of the season. 68-62 is the final score as the Beach are in the win column at 1-11 this year.
Yeah, and another player to mention just on the other side for Hope International, despite the loss, Nicole Chuang, 22 points, right under Jacoya Jones-Brown with 23. A great game from her, but ultimately the second half was not good enough to ice it over Long Beach State.
Long Beach State gets into the win column for the first time this season. Still plenty of things to work through before they'll be able to head into conference play and stay competitive, but they'll have some time here before they hit the road to play at Cal Poly on the 3rd. Next home game for Long Beach State will be here on the 8th of January against UC Irvine. As I said, it's Big West play the rest of the season as the Beach will try and move up the standings and make it into the top 8 to go to the conference tournament in Henderson. That'll do it for us here at the Pyramid. Long Beach State gets their first win of the season, now standing at 1-11. For Alex Prado next to me, our board operator, Sergio Morales, and the rest of our 22 West Sports crew, I'm Bruce Kuntz. This has been Long Beach State Women's Basketball on 22 West Radio, broadcasting live at 88.1 FM KKJZ HD3 Long Beach. We'll be back on the air tomorrow night at 7 o'clock for Beach Men's Basketball. Hope you'll tune in for that, and thank you for listening to this one as the Beach got their first win.